Hello my beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. This is 𝑍child555. This is a continuation of the reading that I gave yesterday for the angel numbers that some of you guys may be seeing. And the numbers that I'm going to be covering in this video is 222, or the number 2, or a variation where it could be 222 or 222 or even more than that. That's the first pile. Then we have 7, the number 7, or 77 or 777. 8, which is the third pile, or 888 or 88. Then we have 9, 999, and then 10 or 1010 for those of you who are seeing those numbers throughout your lives, or maybe a certain time in your life you started seeing those numbers, then you stopped seeing it, and then maybe another month passed and you started seeing that number again for whatever reason, and you may be becoming more aware of these numbers, and you may be looking for them, or they may just kind of approach you on their own. These are messages from angels, as some people call them, or spirits. This is from the spirit realm. They have, for our minds and who we are as human beings, our ways of communication is a lot more simple than how the spirit realm communicates with us, or with all living beings. And sometimes, in order to catch our attention or to remind us that they are here and that they exist in our lives, they use numbers or words or a certain color or a certain frequency or vibration. Okay, so this reading is for those of you who are seeing these numbers and you just want to know more about why you're starting to see these numbers. Okay, so first pile, let's go ahead and get started with the number 2. We'll just call it pile number for number 2, even if you're seeing 222, 2222, or 220, just any variation of those, this is that pile. So it's a little bit different in this reading than I did for the other one. There's one card deck that is different because my spirit guides had me choose differently this time. I'm not really sure why, but I always follow their lead. Okay, so number 2, why are you guys seeing the variation of 2? You have red tourmaline, okay, which represents passion. Okay, I'm sorry if you guys can't really see that, but it says I am the embodiment of passion. So this number is attached to what makes you feel passionate, the fire that resides within your souls. Okay, some of you guys may like the color red, or may be drawn to the color red, for those of you who are seeing the number 22, or a variation of the number 2. Okay, some of you guys may want to wear red whenever you see the number 222, or carry a red stone with you whenever you see this number. This number can also represent communication, understanding how to communicate with passion behind what you have to say to someone, or learning to speak with passion, being confident in what you have to say. Okay, so passion is what this number is trying to, the message that this number is trying to relate to you, or what this spirit, whoever it is that is trying to come through to you, is trying to speak to you about. Okay, so I pulled 3 tarot cards from the Golden Universal Tarot, and we have the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. And here's that number 2 again. Okay, so this is representing the mind. It's representing letting go of what makes you feel blocked or makes you feel anxious. The Queen of Cups is someone who is very passionate. She loves unconditionally. She loves from the heart. She loves wholesomely, right? But she also knows that her cup is always going to be filled. What is it that you're passionate about? Every time you see this number, think about your passions. Think about the work that needs to be put in. Think about the people that you need to talk to. Maybe there's people that you need to get rid of because you have the 2 of Wands here. So This also represents travel. It represents taking the initiative to move forward with something. This represents power. This is fire energy, and with red tourmaline coming out for passion, this is fire. So fire equates to passion, right? You have dominion over your own life. No one can tell you how to go about living your life, or how to feel about how someone is treating you, or how to feel about what you love, how to feel about yourselves, right? You have the world in your hand. The sun is coming up in a chapter in your life, and it's time for you to think about, okay, what is it that I truly want? Okay? Because with this 9 of Swords coming out, it's very interesting. There's a need to let go of this energy, this anxiety, this uncertainty, this doubt and fear. Okay? Carrying this weight with you. When you're passionate about something, you'll do anything to get it. You'll do anything to experience it, right? But there's some type of blockage here that needs to be unblocked. You know, it needs to go. It's not benefiting you. Because it's interesting how you have these 2 cards, which are very passionate in nature. The Queen of Cups and the 2 of Wands. And you may be dealing with a Queen of Cups, possibly. Okay, for others of you, you might be water signs, or you may be fire signs. But all in all, there is a block here, and it needs to be removed. There's a conversation that you may need to have with someone. Maybe you need to go to a counselor. For those of you who are feeling depressed or suffering from depression, maybe there is a passion that you have, but you feel like you can't maintain it. You can't reach it. You can reach it. For those of you who are seeing the number 222. The number 2 is also duality. It's a very powerful number. Okay? Working together with the spirit realm to get what you need, to fulfill your desires and dreams, right? So let's see what your spirit of the animal oracle has to say. Wow, you have prosperity, the frog, and it says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So, like I said, that passion, that fortune, that job, that new car or that new home, travel, that promotion, whatever it is, more money coming in, that relationship that you've been wanting. There is a need to let go of the past. Because you see how this queen, she's not looking at the past. This person is not looking towards the past. They're looking at their cup that needs to be filled. They're looking at what they desire. Right? They're open to change. This card, on the other hand, is not. It's focused on the past. It's they're focused on, oh, why don't I have this? Or why can't I have this? Or why do I have this? I don't want this. Why me? Okay, questioning yourselves, but not in a healthy way. So whenever you see the number 2 or variation of the number 2, 222 or 22, whichever, this is letting you know that you have to let go of this. This is a time to let go of this and embrace this abundance here. This forward movement, this determination to embrace change, this determination to gain your prosperity and success and abundance and confidence, your happiness, right? So be aware of this number when you see it, okay? Be aware of your passions. You will find victory with your passions. You will find it. And this is why the spirit realm is here to let you know every time you see the number 2 or that number, it's representing change. It's representing your passions and what you want and what you desire in your lives. Okay? So that was for the number 2 or 222. Now the next card is going to be, or the next pile of cards, excuse me, is going to be about the number 7, okay? Or the variation of the number 7, okay? If you guys have been seeing this number everywhere, whether it be on an address and a phone number, you know, 777 in an address, or on the back of a car. Sometimes I see my angel numbers on the back of cars, on addresses, you know, on the clock. Every time you look up at the clock, you see, you know, 1111 or something like that. For others of you, every time you look up, you may see 7 o'clock. You know, this is a message for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this pile has to say to those who are seeing this number. Okay, so the first card, we have Soul Awakening Crystal, and it says soul, or the awakening crystal, excuse me guys, and it says soul awakening. It says, I am awakening to my true essence, and I am a full expression of my soul's vibration. Okay, so this is all about, there is something new. This is energy of transformation here. Okay, strong transformative energy here. Stepping into a new way of thinking, stepping into a new you. And this is also just, this number also represents, when you see this number, you are on the right track. You're finally stepping, like leaving a certain process behind. Could have been a long process, and you're finally stepping onto your path, getting back on track. You are where you're supposed to be. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull your tarot. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles. There's the number 7 there. Patience. Okay, you've planted your seeds. You've done well. And your seeds will grow and prosper. Interesting, we have the 5 of Swords. Some of you guys may have had a very rough time getting to this point. You guys may have been beaten down, but you're now learning. You may have been beating yourselves up, and now you're learning to transform yourselves into someone much more, who feels more whole, someone who can't be beaten down or broken by pettiness or by jealousy or self-sabotage, right? Wow, and we have the Empress. So the number 7 is speaking to you guys in regards to self-love, self-care. There are those of you who are realizing this feminine energy, whether you're male or female, you're realizing, okay, in order for me to change my perspective of myself, I have to first give myself that time. I have to first love myself and nurture myself. Okay? You guys are on the right track. What you need will come to you, right? What you desire will be given. It will come to you. There's no need to chase. I don't see, it's like you're leaving this 5 of Swords energy behind. You're no longer chasing anymore. And you're not allowing other people to chase you who are negative. You're blocking them. Because you see these two energies with the Empress and the 7 of Pentacles. These are people who are just waiting. They're not trying to make things happen. They're not trying to control any situation. They're allowing it to unfold. They're allowing the universe to give them what they need. They call the shots, and that's it. If they don't want someone to speak to them anymore because of their energy, then that person is not allowed to speak to them anymore, period. And they let that person know, or they make it very clear, you know, I'm not going to allow my energy to be influenced by this. So you guys are definitely doing the right thing. And you're on the right track with this energy here. So stay on this path. You're doing very well. Whenever you see the number 7 here, or a variation of the number 7, this is letting you know that you've done well. This is the universe giving you, it's applauding you. It's giving you a pat on the back or a big hug, letting you know, hey, congratulations. You've done what you were supposed to do. You've made it. You've been through a lot. You've been beaten down. You've been torn apart. You know, your heart's been stomped on. You know, whatever the situation is, you've been betrayed time and time and again, and you've learned from that. You've learned. So this is why your soul is in this state of awakening. It's transforming. You have transformed. You've met that mark. You have transformed. And that's a very, very beautiful thing, you guys, for those of you who are seeing the number 7. Good job, guys. And then from the Animal Spirit Oracle, we have the elephant, and it says greatness. It says, love is your strength, leadership is your path, your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So again, you guys are where you're supposed to be. You guys are on the right path. You guys are leaders. You guys were meant for greatness. That's why so much has happened to you guys, because there is so much that you will achieve, or that the universe wants you to achieve. When there is so much to be achieved, there is so much to be experienced. There's so much to carry. You can't bring certain people with you to this greatness. You can't allow any toxic energies or any old habits to be smuggled in when you cross that line towards greatness. It can't come with you. So for some of you may be carrying a very heavy burden, or have been carrying a very heavy burden with you. Okay. But yet at the same time, you want greatness. You want to live a great life. You want to live a wholesome life, and you need to let go of that baggage. And you've done so. You're learning to just let it easily slide off of your back. You're not even trying to fight things anymore, because you've realized fighting never got you anywhere. It just made things worse, right? And it says you will naturally and easily achieve success. It's going to be a piece of cake for you guys. It's going to be a cakewalk. You guys have made things much more easier for yourselves. Okay? So this is a very, very beautiful reading, you guys. For those of you who have seen the number 7, this is definitely a time of greatness for you guys. Embrace it. Cherish it. Okay? Everything that you've gone through had to be gone through in order for you to learn your lesson and come to this moment of truth and enlightenment. Okay? So this is the next pile, which is going to be for those who are seeing the number 8 or a variation of the number 8. Okay? Even numbers that add up to 8, those also count as well. Okay? So your crystal card is Courage, Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is your crystal whenever you see the number 8, or 888, okay? Courage. I am courageous, and this energy supports me throughout my life. So this is for those of you who need that boost of encouragement, that boost of strength and energy and adrenaline to continue to push forward. There may be a situation where things look a little bit daunting. They look a little scary, intimidating, anxiety-ridden situations. But this card coming out is letting you know, and to also speak that affirmation to yourself, that you are courageous. You have what it takes to get through this journey. Anytime negative things happen, whenever they do occur, when they, kind of hit you upside your head, the universe is letting you know every time these situations or experiences come your way, you have what it takes to get right back up and swing back. Right? You're able to take a punch, without, being broken. You're a very strong individual. For those of you who are seeing this energy, you're very strong, but you may have convinced yourselves that you're not, that you don't have what it takes. You have what it takes for sure. Okay? So let's see what your tarot have to say. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So again, it's the number 8. This is so interesting. The 8 of Pentacles. So this may be a situation in regards to finances, a job, your skill. Those of you who may have given up on your skill or feel intimidated, this is a very powerful number. This is also this is an infinite number. This is energy. This courage, this energy that you have is something that it can't be destroyed. This is infinite energy. Okay. So you're never going to run out of this energy. When it comes to the work that you need to do, when it comes to the task at hand, when it comes to your passions or a certain skill set that you have, some of you guys may be artists, or you work with your hands a lot. You have what it takes. For those of you who are wanting to open your own business, you have the tools to do so. You just have to have faith and convince yourself and have the confidence to move forward with opening your own business. Yes, it feels, and you may have a sense of intimidation, and you feel like, well, what if there's someone who's better than me? There's always going to be someone who's ahead of us all. Always. Not everyone is going to be on the same level, but you can push yourselves to get to that level, to learn, to overcome that anxiety and that stress of how am I going to make it, and why am I not there yet? You're not there yet because it's not your time yet, right? Just continue to do the work. Continue to push forward when you see this number, okay? And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So again, it's more pentacle energy. This is about the work that you've put in. There may be those who are able to help you, those who have experienced what you've been through, who are able to help you along this journey. There may be people who have looked up to you for a time as well, but you may not see that. You may not understand or pay attention to how people are actually inspired by you, by your work. Okay, this also represents working together on a team. So those of you who are in school or you work on a team, or you're worried about your job, you feel like you can't push forward and get that promotion at work, whichever, don't kid yourself, because you definitely can. You have help. For others of you, if you guys are looking to go to counseling, to get this encouragement, to understand why, for those of you who need counseling or therapy for whatever reason to get through this time, open yourselves up to that. Okay, maybe going to church, going to your temple, wherever any type of religious or spiritual group resides or where they gather, you may want to go there as well, to gain some encouragement and support. Okay. So let's see. And then we have the Six of Swords. So this is moving forward. This is forward movement. This is leaving behind that stress and anxiety in your mind of what if, how am I going to get there? Or what if I don't get there? What if people judge me? Right? What if people don't like what I have to see, what I have to say? What if people don't like what I have to create or show to them? It doesn't matter. For those of you who are seeing the number 8, it doesn't matter what people think. You have to push past that. You have to be courageous enough to realize that ridicule and rejection, it just creates more strength. It builds tough skin. It should push you to do even better. And for people who don't want to accept you and who want to ridicule you just to ridicule you, or to judge you, and not push you to become better. If people are criticizing you but not giving you constructive criticism, just take it as, I'll just do better next time. Or, the universe is going to send me people who are going to give me constructive criticism and push me to do better, not to beat me down. So this is about taking your heart, taking your passion and what it is that you're confident in and that you love, taking it elsewhere. Maybe you need to leave behind a certain group of people or leave behind a job. Maybe you need to go out for a walk, or you need to distance yourself from people who make you feel down and out. But this is moving forward. This is forward movement. Okay? So let's see what your animal or spirit of the animals oracle has to say for the number 8. We have the hummingbird. It's very beautiful, and it says miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. You have what it takes, you guys. For those who are seeing the number 8, you have what it takes. You are a miracle. You are a change. Miracles You create miracles, and miracles are happening in your lives. If you guys desire these miracles to occur, you can manifest them. Step forward in confidence, step forward in courage. People will take note of it. Either they'll be intimidated by it and want to, you know, judge you or walk away from you, or they will be inspired by it. They either hate you or they love you, you know? And if people don't like you or people hate you, it's you know, it's because you're probably doing your job right. If people hate you for your confidence and or hate you or judge you for being happy or judge you for your talents, it's probably because you're beating against the system and you're doing a good job. You're doing more than exceptional. And they just have an issue with themselves. They feel inferior. Okay? So pay attention to people who actually look up to you, because I feel that there are people who look up to you a lot and are inspired by you. Okay, and there may be a need to kind of leave something behind, you guys. Okay, so if there's something that needs to be left behind so that you can find a better group of people or a better work environment, do so. Okay, you don't have to try to chase after anyone or anything at all. And for others of you, if you're dealing with a relationship and you're wondering, you know, like you feel intimidated to have a conversation with your significant other or to tell someone that you have feelings for them, don't allow that intimidation to keep you from achieving that person and achieving that connection, whether it be a romantic partner, a business partner, a friend. Okay, for those of you who are in a relationship, you know, and you're committed, don't be intimidated by your significant other's in personality. If they may have, you know, a certain personality that might be intimidating, if they love you and they cherish you and they care about you, they'll listen to what you have to say, right? So that's for those of you who have been seeing the number 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the 4th pile, which is those who are seeing the number 9, or the variation of the number 9. Okay, so let's see what the number 9 has to say to you guys. Okay, you got ruby is the stone and it says shine. Okay, sorry guys, it's really not focusing properly, but I'll read it to you guys. It says, it's time for me to shine. That's it. It's time to shine, you guys. It's time to show who you are. It's time to show your talents. It's time to show the world what you're capable of. Okay? Look at that red energy, okay? Ruby is a very, very beautiful stone. It's a very powerful stone. Okay? Some of you guys may be born in July, possibly. But this energy represents true confidence. This is a time that you're stepping into, a chapter that you're stepping into, where it's the moment of truth. It's time to put your best foot forward. It's time to exude confidence that you may have never even shown before, or maybe there's someone who hasn't seen you put your best foot forward before, and when they see it, they realize, wow, this person is amazing. For those of you who are, and it also, for those of you who are seeing the number 9, there is a cycle that is soon to end. You have reached the brink of the end of a cycle. And it's now time for you to express yourselves wholesomely and truthfully, wholeheartedly. For those of you who are artists or writers, this number, if you've been seeing it, the number 9 is letting you know that it is now time for you to step out of your comfort zone. Let everyone see what you're thinking, or let everyone see what you believe in, or let everyone see what you have to say. Let everyone see who you are. Okay? So let's see what your tarot cards have to say here. Okay? Wow. So again, there could be those of you who are Leos or fire signs. Could be, you guys could be Sagittarians. You know, you could be an Aries. Okay, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You guys, this is your time to shine. This is fire. So for those of you who are seeing this number, okay, it's because there is a cycle that's ending, but also it's now time to stand up and show yourselves. Some of you guys may have been hermiting for a while. Some of you guys may have stayed away from social media or stopped calling people or stopped answering phone calls for a while. And now it's the time to start showing yourselves and, you know, letting yourselves be heard and seen. Let people see your faces, right? Because this is very passionate, very beautiful energy here. There could be those of you guys who haven't really understood how beautiful you are. And on a physical level, there could be those of you who have been told since you were younger that you are very attractive, but you guys may have had some hang-ups about your bodies or about your faces, and, you know, you guys didn't see the beauty that other people are seeing. Now, I'm not saying that you should look for to heighten your self-esteem by how people see you physically, but this is for those people who have had low self-esteem, where people give you compliments and you're just like, oh, well, you know, you're just being nice. You know, I feel like there are those of you who are stepping into a cycle where you're really recognizing your energy, recognizing your beauty from the ins, and it started with from inside. It starts from inside and it's showing outwardly. Look in the mirror. You guys are probably looking in the mirror more often and seeing, okay, this actually is not a bad thing to have, or, you know, my body is not, you know, ugly. You know, I'm not an ugly person. I'm a beautiful person, right? And it's showing. You're glowing, okay? Yeah, so you have the Six of Cups here, so this is very nostalgic energy. You're feeling, some of you guys may be feeling like your younger selves again. Some of you guys may have lost weight, or you've gained more weight in order to feel more healthy. You know, maybe you're gaining more muscle, or you're exercising more, you're stretching more, you're meditating more. Maybe you've practiced Reiki. You grew your hair out, or you cut your hair, or you colored your hair, you've got a tattoo or piercings, whatever it is that you've done, you're feeling like your younger self, or you're feeling more free, you're feeling more pure. You're feeling like not your old selves, but you're feeling like a newer version of yourself, but younger in to a certain degree. And there may be those of you who will manifest a significant other who is a soulmate, or you may have known them from when you were little, or from, you know, maybe when you were in college, or when you were working at that old job. And maybe this is someone that you broke up with in the past, and now they're coming back to you and they're seeing your energy. And maybe those of you who broke up with someone in the past because of your own insecurities and their insecurities, your security and your love of self will manifest this person. For those of you who are looking to reconnect with someone, okay, for others of you, this is a brand new person, okay, and they may be someone that you've known in a past life, for those of you who believe in past life energy, okay. But in general, this is speaking about feeling like yourselves again, or feeling like a new version of yourself, and feeling more free, okay, more wholesome, okay. So this is also water energy as well. So there are those of you who may have water in your chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. For others of you, this is representing a cleansing. You guys may have gone through a detox physically or mentally or emotionally, where you've just cleared out any type of negative energy from your home, from within yourselves, from your bodies. You know, you're exercising more, and maybe you're drinking more tea, or you're juicing, or you're drinking more water. Okay, there's just a sense of cleansing here, okay, which is a very, very beautiful thing to see. And wow, we have more of that Scorpio energy here. This is the Death card. So this is representing, again, cleansing, letting go of the old and bringing in the new, putting to death ego, putting to death what no longer serves you anymore, right? So this is definitely an energy of brand new beginnings. a brand new sense of self, a brand new perspective. And there may have been some things that had to be laid to rest. There may have been some breakups or some disconnections, cutting the cord with certain old habits or people from your past that just no longer were bringing value into your life or stimulating growth. Okay? So yeah, it wasn't easy to get to this point. It wasn't easy to come to this transformative point in your life. But look at you now. Look at who you are now. Right? You're coming to a close. You're coming to the end of a cycle, and it's beautiful. This cycle was maybe a hard one for some of you, but now it's soon to be over. Okay? So let's see what your animal spirits have to say, or your spirit of the animal oracle. And we have the heron, and it represents patience. It says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So you guys have been practicing patience. For others of you, whenever you see the number 9, it's because you need to practice patience. You need to step back and realize that things are not going to happen overnight. Things that last a lifetime take time to gain. It takes time to create that energy, right? So this is not the time to rush, you guys. For those of you who haven't gotten to that energy of beauty and attraction and manifestation, for those of you who are feeling down and out, you have to practice patience. Take it one day at a time. What are some things that you can do on the day-to-day basis that will affect the long term for the better? Okay? So, patience. Patience, it is a virtue. Okay? And for some of you guys who are fire signs, who are watching this, who are seeing the number 9, okay, or you're seeing a variation of this number, you fire signs, trust me, I'm a fire sign, okay? So being patient is not something, it's probably not one of our virtues. It's not something that we find easily, okay? Because we have to get things now and we want it to happen now. And, you know, if it doesn't come to us now, we're going to throw a fit, or we're going to be upset or depressed or beat ourselves up. You know, there is this transformative energy, once again, of shining, of change, okay? So this is very important that you practice patience in this time. But for those of you who are already on that, in sync with this energy here, you guys have reached the brink of the end of a cycle. You guys have reached your confidence and your love of self, and you guys are transformed, okay? And people are seeing that, all right? So, last but not least, we have 10. For those of you who are seeing the number 10 or 1010, let's see. This is number 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the end of a journey, okay? It's the end of something, and, you know, you're at the brink of beginning something new, okay? So let's see what the number 10 is saying. Wow, serpentine. It says transformation. It's transformation. You have reached the end of a journey. You are now transformed. For those of you who are seeing this number, 1010, it says, my life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. This is very strong, intense energy, you guys. Transformation is not an easy process at all. It can be very grueling, but just like I've told number 9 for pile number 4 before you all, for those who are seeing number 9, they were going through a transformation. But those of you who are seeing the number 10 or the 1010, you guys have transformed. You guys are different. You're a different person than you were before, and people may recognize and realize, you know, you've changed, you know, for the better. Transformation is a very beautiful thing. This card of serpentine, sorry, this is the stone that you guys received. Very powerful energy. Embrace this energy, okay? So we have your tarot cards, and you have the 3 of Swords. So this, like I said, this transformation energy was not an easy thing. It was not an easy process at all. This was hard. This broke your heart. This caused you to maybe not even want to go outside, not even want to get out of bed. This was very grueling for some of you guys on a mental and emotional level. And even sometimes it was probably really hard for you guys on a physical level. There could have been those of you who were very sick, or, you know, you guys have lost weight or needed to gain weight, you know, to get to a healthy lifestyle, to eat healthier. But there was a time and a point where you felt depressed, or you felt, you know, in pain, or you felt like you weren't going to be able to make it, but you made it. If you guys are seeing the number 10 constantly, it's because you guys have made it. You guys have done the work, right? And then we have the Knight of Wands. This is fire energy. Just like I said for pile number 4 for the number 9, you guys may be fire signs, okay? The number 9 and the number 10 is probably for those, a lot of you guys have fire in your chart, and that's what's being transformed. That's what's helping you transform during this time. The number 9 and the number 10, you guys have been through a rough time mentally and emotionally for a lot of you. Specifically, if you guys are Sagittarians, okay, if you guys are Sagittarians, you guys have been through a lot. And you guys have finally reached the end of a very grueling cycle and time of transformation and letting go. Okay? Very, very beautiful energy. The color yellow and the color red, you guys may be attracted to those colors, or you guys may love those those warm colors. Okay? More fire energy here. We have the 4 of Wands. This is peace. This is peace at home, peace in your heart, peace in your mind and body. Others of you, you may have come to the end of a certain cycle in your relationship and beginning a new one where you guys are engaged, or you're going to get married, or you have gotten married, and now you're starting a brand new cycle in your relationship with someone. Okay? This can be a new cycle with your business. Maybe you're working from home. Maybe this is a new cycle with your home and your business and your money. You're starting to work from home and money is starting to pile in. This could have been a dream and a hope that you've had for a long time, and you may have gone through a lot financially before you got to this point. This is very, very, very abundant and rich energy here, you guys. This is beautiful energy. Transformation is not easy. But when you go through it, it's all worth your while. Okay? So let's see what your your spirit of the animals has to say. And it says, oh, you have the bee. There's that yellow energy again. And it says community. It says, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So you guys, for those of you who are seeing the number 10, you guys are very talented. You guys are strong manifestors. You've become a very strong manifester just from going through the process of transformation. Okay? Everything that you do, every person that you come in contact with, your energy blesses them. Your energy helps them in a certain way, whether they know it or not. It is time to open yourselves to receiving blessings. Open yourself to receive. Don't be so quick. You're no longer so quick to give. You're more wise about who you give to and what you're giving. You're more wise about the time that you're spending, where you spend your time, who you spend your time with. You're dealing with all things in abundance and prosperity now. You're thinking with abundance. You wake up with abundance. You go to sleep with abundance in your mind. Everything that you do on a day-to-day basis, when you wake up to when you eat lunch to when you eat dinner to when you go to bed to when you exercise, those cycles, you should be focused on those cycles, the cycles of each and every day. What are you doing every day to bring in your abundance? Meditating when you wake up, meditating before you go to sleep, exercising when you wake up, exercising before you go to sleep, right? meditating, all these things. It's all a part of this cycle of transformation and abundance. So even when you're sleeping, you attract abundance because of the things that you're doing throughout your day before you go to sleep. Excuse me. Okay? So, excuse me. Sorry, guys. My voice seems like it's leaving. I don't know why. But there, and it could be maybe there are those of you, when it comes to your voices, you're using them more so now. You're not afraid to have those conversations. You're not afraid to speak your truth, right? So that's for those who are seeing the number 1010 or the number 10. Thank you guys so much for your energy. I really appreciate you all's energy. For everyone who are seeing all of these numbers that I've spoken about in this video, there is a lot of change and a lot of abundance, a lot of greatness that is to be had in your future. Okay? But it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of change. It takes a lot of letting go of the past and letting go of fear to embrace these energies wholeheartedly. Okay? So much love and light to every single one of you who have seen these numbers and who've come across my videos to find answers to why you're seeing these messages from the universe. And don't hesitate to like, share, comment, or subscribe to my video or to my channel if these messages resonate with you all, or if my energy resonates with your energy. Okay, so I hope to see you guys in your next video. Take care, you guys. Bye.